This is the story of India's greatest, most glorious historical personality who changed the course of history. This is the story of Prince Siddhartha, who once lived in the luxury of palaces. This is the story of Prince Siddhartha becoming Gautam Buddha. This is the story of India's glorious past, which taught life to the whole world. It taught the real purpose of life. This unbridled stream of scientific and spiritual path from the pages of this glorious history of India, even today, inspires millions of people to understand the purpose of life. An astrologer predicts the birth of a prince who will one day become the Buddha, a prince who appeared as a white elephant in his mother's dreams even before he was born. There was a prince who lived amidst the splendor and luxury of a palace. This prince lived among many other beautiful fairies and among the comforts of life. He saw a poor man, an old man, and a dead man, and he awakened consciousness to know the mystery of the universe. But it became more complex as time went on. The Brahmin society started considering its clan as supreme instead of the medium of knowledge and education. According to this, there can be only two paths to attain salvation. Either one should give up eating and drinking, do severe penance and retire from life, or get freedom from life through the path of rituals, but moving ahead of time, going against the society. Buddha showed the path of middle path. Just as when you pull the strings of a veena hard, they break and the next loose string is left, similarly musical notes cannot be made. You can make melodious music only when the string is not too loose or too tight. Eko parise, whose half is there, the one who is awake. That is, a person who is aware of reality, one who knows this cycle of life and death and does not read his moon, the one who has got freedom from the bondages of worldly illusion, that is Buddhism. According to the beliefs, Gautam Buddha, i.e. Siddhartha, was born approximately 2,500 years ago in Nepal, situated in the lap of the Himalayas, full of natural beauty. That place was settled as a small state on the Nepal-India border. The day of Buddha's birth is celebrated as Vaisak Dev in Bodh countries. His father, King Śuddhodana, wishing for Gautama to be a great king, protected his son from religious education or knowledge of human learning. But after spending the early years of Bhagia's life in the luxury of palaces, one day he set out for the wanderings. King Śuddhodana issued an order that no poor, ascetic, or ascetic should come to the mark where Siddhartha was about to go. But what happened was supposed to happen. Siddhartha saw a circular person, saw a monk, and found him physically different from himself. In whose mind this question is the last thing about birth. When they too grow old one day, when they become weak, why should they not find the purpose of life? That is, as everyone grows old and weak, they must seek the purpose of life and strive to know the truth. And then at the age of 29, Gautam left home. He adopted a lifestyle of penance and self-discipline. After meditating continuously for 49 days, Gautama attained Bodhi under a peepal tree in the village of Bodh Gaya, Bihar. This tree is known as Bodhi tree. After this, Buddha gave his first sermon in Sarnath village near Banaras city of Uttar Pradesh. This incident is known as Dharma Chakra Pravartan. Buddha gave the message of the middle path to people throughout his life, and his lectures were very crowded. And finally, he distanced himself from his body in the 80s, at which time it was 483 BCS. The place of his death was Kushinagar in Uttar Pradesh. This event is known as Mahaparinirvana. Today, the fourth largest religion in the world is Buddhism. It has more than 52 crore followers. All of them live their lives according to the teachings of Gautam Buddha. Let's spend. There are two types of followers in this also. The first followers are those who follow Theravada, the oldest belief system. And other followers are those who believe in Buddhism, which is mainly found in India, including the early teachings of the Buddha as well as Vajrayana, i.e., Tantra Vidya is considered a part of Buddhism. All followers of Buddha seek freedom from suffering based on the four truths of life so that they can ultimately attain enlightenment. These stories sound good, but when it comes to adopting them in life, they seem equally difficult and extraordinary. It is not easy for any person to live alone away from society. And then changing the direction of society seems to happen only once in a century. Those who do this are called era pioneers. To know the events of Buddha's life in detail, join us and subscribe to our channel, and also press the bell icon. Thank you.